Good morning, all. Am I audible? And the screen is visible? Okay. So, today is the first lecture of Mathematics 1, right? So, the subject code is what? 3110014. Now, we'll go through briefly in syllabus, and then we are moving to the Fourier series, right? So, I'll just share a screen of your syllabus, right? Is it visible? Okay. Now, first thing is whenever you are starting any subject, right? The main thing is what? What are the prerequisites? Which things are required before moving to the particular concept or a particular subject, right? So obviously, previously we have taken 8 or 9 lecture on the prerequisites, or we have say that basic mathematics, right? So the prerequisites for that subjects are what? Algebra, trigonometry, geometry, logarithm we have seen, right? So all the thing, some basic formula for differentiation, integration, all we have seen, right? So these are the main prerequisites. That means now we are ready for the mathematics 1. Okay. So whenever any subject you are starting, the main thing is what is the credit of that subject, right? And the another thing is what is the theory marks and practical marks for the particular subject. So you can see that the credits of this subject, this is what? 5. So this subject is of 5 credit. That means you can consider it as a what? Main subject of yours one, right? Now in many subjects previously, right, in physics, BME, you know, like that means the your exam will be divided into two part. One is a external exam and another one is internal exam. So same thing will be applied here for mathematics also. This 70 marks is a what? End semester examination. That means what? That will be conducted by what? A GTU. Fine. Now theory marks. So that is what? A, or you can say a internal marks, right? That will be a 30 marks. That is for internal examination, right? That will be taken by a particular institute, right? So 100 marks. This subject is of what? 100 marks, and total credit of this subject is what? 5. Now basically this subject will be divided into 5. The credit of the okay, credit, that means how much weightage is given to you. So for that, right, what is the meaning of credits and what it having the role where your result is calculating. So just go through the website gtu.ac.in and just look out how your SPI and CPI is calculated, right? So you will get your answer that what is the meaning of credit, right? Now, the syllabus is divided total into 6 units, right? 6 units are there in mathematics 1. Now, when you are going for the syllabus, just you need to give a concentration on which thing the weightage, right? This unit 1, what is the weightage? That means 15%, right? So in exam, out of that 100 marks, the 15% will be given to the unit 1, 20% to unit 2, 3, 4, like that one, right? So you have to go through that one. Now unit 1, right? There is no main, that means a topic is given, but what it will contain unit 1, that is about a indeterminate form, right? NL hospital rule. So I think all of you are knowing the 2 or 3 indeterminate form, right? But in this we are going to learn total 7 indeterminate form. and how to solve it, right? Or one rule is the L'Hospital rule that we are going to see. Then we are having the concept of improper integral and what are the methods for that, right? Briefly. Now, 2. So that is your main part of your syllabus. In that one, you will learn all the things about series and sequence, right? In unit 2, you will learn what? Series and sequence. Fine. Now unit 3. So that is again a one part of the series, and what you will learn in that is what? Fourier series, right? One of the series, that is what? Fourier series. What are the use of that? What is the application of that? How you are supposed to solve that, right? So that is the main thing, Fourier series. And today we are going to start with what? This third unit, that is Fourier series. Okay. So fourth one, function of several variables. That means what? The fourth unit, that will be, or whatever the concept of limit and continuity in unit 1, that will be applied here also, right? So unit 4, that will contain that thing. Okay. Unit 5, that is about multiple integral. Unit 5, that is what? Multiple integral. Okay. Unit 6, that is of matrices, that you know, right? Whatever in unit 1, some of the topics you already have learned, and unit 6, matrices, right? Basic concept of matrices also you know, right? So these are the 6 units. In that one, we are going to cover whatever the things that I have told you in a very brief, right? We are not going to discuss much in that. Now, many of you are having a doubt in what? A book, right? So already we have WhatsApp you the name of the book and all the things, right? Some of you want to see the front cover of the book, so that also I'll show first, right? So this is just a syllabus. Credit is 5, total marks is 100. Fine. And you know that in many subjects you have gone through like it is in a what? Grading system, right? GTU is following grading system. So whatever the marks will be, that will be converted into grade. Same thing will be applied for maths also, right? Just marking systems are different for each subject. That means what? Here we are having only theory marks. Some of the subjects are having practical marks also, right? 50 or something like that. So either your subject would be what? Of 100 marks, or you can say a 150 marks. Mostly it is like that only, right? Now I'll share again that PPT. So sorry, you are going to see that. Is it visible? Book, Mathematics 1, that two author, Ravi R.C. and Mukul Bhatt. Okay. So this is your book front page, right? Is it visible? So if you want to buy that book, okay, you can. So this will be your, and that means whatever syllabus is there of 6 units, all the thing will be covered in this book. Now, if you want to go through any reference book which will be listed in that syllabus, then also you can go through that also, right? Suppose some student want to go for Thomas for calculus part, so you can, but just compare with your syllabus, right? So that will be easy for you. Now we'll start with the unit number 4. That is what? A Fourier series, right? We will start with what? A Fourier series, and in that one, first we'll start why it is required, right? What is the use of Fourier series? So if you want to write it with, right, when we are going to solve the examples, just keep ready the pen and paper with you, so you can write it with it, or otherwise you'll revise the video afterwards and you can see which examples we are going to see today, right? Or what is the concept of Fourier series. So basically the Fourier series, that will be used for the function if it is a periodic. So can any one student can tell me what is the meaning of periodic function? That basic concept maybe you knowing, right? Function is periodic or not. How it will be defined? Okay, some are writing in a repeats after a period. Okay. Some students are login with the same roll number, right? So please check your roll number. I think Parva and Akhilesh, right? So please log in a format and your revised roll number, right? Yeah, if the values are repeated after specific time. Okay. So the main thing is what? Your function should be periodic. Then and then you can go for the Fourier series. Fine. Now that means what? Suppose you that sine function, cosine function, you know the graphical representation of this, right? So simple thing is what? Suppose my function is in kind of thing. Just a minute. That is, so the main thing is what? It will repeat after a some interval of time, right? So we can say that that function is a periodic. So Fourier series can be applied if and only if your function is supposed to be what? Periodic, right? So what? Suppose it is a t, right? That means here is just a definition is written. So what a function is called a periodic if it is defined for every real x, right? Then and then suppose we can say there is a one number t is exists such that f of x plus nt equal to f of x. That means what? T is called a time period, or we can say a interval, right? This t. That means suppose we are having a one graph. This is t, right? Time. This is function f of t. Some that you know that square, right? Square wave. This is the thing. So what happened? Here there will be a 0, 1, right? 2, 3. So that means this part is repeated after some interval. Suppose this is a capital T. So after that T, this part is supposed to be again going to be repeat, right? Same way it will be left side also, right? So you can see that this function is repeated after the interval of, we can say, a T. This can be anything, right? It can be a T by 2 also. That means it can be considered. So at that time we can apply a Fourier series. Now whenever you are going for any application, right? Say for example in computer engineering, right? We are or a IT engineer. So maybe you have heard the word what? Image processing. Okay, image processing. In that when the Fourier series play a very important role, right? If you want to process any image, so what happened? The concept of Fourier series that we are going to see, right? One equation is defined by the Fourier, so that will be useful, right? Suppose you are going for any household application, that means say inverter. If you are designing an inverter, right? Only electrical engineer or a EC engineer is there, right? So for inverter, if you know the concept of Fourier series, that means if you are going to design this one, then also it will require the concept of what? Fourier series, right? So that is in that way, it will be help or the application in each and every area, you will find some concept of what? Fourier series. So obviously it is very helpful. So whatever the basic concept of Fourier series is there, that must be known to you. Before starting of the Fourier series, you must know the one concept, that is integration by part. So in last lecture when we have seen the integration, I told you about integration by part and the general rule of integration, right? General rule of integration. So many students, and I have given 3 examples. So many students have solved it with the integration by part. So just we'll quickly revise with the integration by part and what is the general rule, right? And then we will move to the definition of Fourier series. Okay. So integration by part. So if you are having two function u and v, okay, just it for your information, but we have to go through which one? General rule, right? So okay, we'll directly move to the general rule only. But the same thing is there. We are having two function. That is what? U and V. Fine. So, which function is supposed to be in last lecture? I have given one example like x square sin x, right? So, which I have to select as a u and which I need to select as a v, right? So that is given by what? A Layard order. That means what? A logarithm, inverse, right? Algebraic and trigonometry and exponential. So whichever term will be fall into this category first, fine. So that can be taken as a what? U. That means here x square. So that will be under what? We can say a algebraic, right? So I'll take x square as a u and sin x. So that is trigonometry. So that I'll taken as a what? V. So I am having two function u and v. Fine. So just we'll go through the general rule of that u and v. So that is what here it is written. That means integration u v dx equal to u into v1 minus, just you can note down in your notebook, right? This is the general rule. U into v1 u dash v2 plus u double dash v3 minus u triple dash v4. Fine. So what is the meaning of this thing? U, that means first function, V, that means what? A second function. So now how it is supposed to be done? Whatever U we have considered, that is nothing. U dash, U double dash, that is what? A derivation, right? Or you can say a successive derivation. That means what? Let me write something. This is U, that means as it is U dash. So that is what? Du by dx. U double dash. That is what? D square U. That means, or you can write what? U double dash equal to, sorry, yes, du dash upon dx. That means whatever the previous term is there of u, the integration of that. Now third term is u double dash. So that is nothing but a what? Derivation of the previous term, that is du dash. Sorry, u dash. Now u triple dash. So that means u du double dash by dx. That means whatever the previous u is there, you have to write the differentiation of that. So it is called what? Successive derivation. Now moving to the v. v1, that means what? Integration of v. v1 equal to integration of v. Now v2, write this. So v2, that means what? Integration of v1. That means what? Whatever previously v is there, you have to consider the integration of that. That you have to, okay, and once it is minus, then plus, minus, then plus. So this is called a generalized rule of integration by part, or the another name is what? Leibniz rule, right? Another name is this also. So this thing is supposed to be useful in each and every example of Fourier series, right? So is there any doubt in this rule? Generalized rule or a Leibniz rule, that is integration uv. Now you have to do this until what? You will find a derivation of u is what? 0. You have to continue with this until you will get a du by dx is 0. Up to that you have to write down the term. Okay. Any doubt in that? Generalized rule or a Leibniz rule. Any doubt? Just write down into the chat box. Okay, fine. Right? So that is the main concept of this, what? A Leibniz rule or a generalized rule. Now we'll move to the main definition of what? A Fourier series, right? What is the definition of a Fourier series? That means if the term is of sine function, then it will never be 0. Yeah, so that I am telling you now, we have to select u and v in such a way that Or you can say that, right? If you are not following Liat real rule, then what you need to do? You have to take a function u such that the value, or you can say a differentiation of that is become a 0. And you will find out that type of example only, right, in Fourier series. Fine. So whatever you have done a message, is it clear to you, Trupti? We are going to take that term only. The differentiation of that, successive differentiation of that will have what? A 0. Right? So that term only we are going to take. Okay. Now the main thing is what? Definition of Fourier series. Right? So Fourier series of a periodic function. Now you know the periodic function, right? Now that can be defined for a what? A basic, or whatever the formula will be used to define a Fourier series, that is called a Euler's formula, right? There are another way also, but in your syllabus we are going to refer which formula? Euler's formula, right? So suppose one function is a periodic, right? Fx with a period of 2 pi. That means what? At each and every interval of 2 pi, the function is supposed to be varied, or it will be changed, right? So interval of what? C to C plus 2 pi is a trigonometric series. Okay, trigonometric series, that means what? Any function which is periodic, right? For example, just I have drawn that one. Suppose it is like this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So you can say that this function, this is t and this is my ft. Fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. And this is nothing but a what? 2 pi. At interval of 2 pi, your function is supposed to be repeat. So what we can say here, sorry, here it's right. Here it's supposed to be repeat. Now, this, in that part, this is not a sine wave, right? This is not a cosine wave. But what? This function, up to this, whatever in one cycle, that can be represented with a 3 term. So that 3 term is what? It is a combination of cos, it is a combination of sine. That means two trigonometry function. And the other one is the what? Constant, right? So constant one term and two terms are of trigonometry. One is cos and one is sine. Fine. So this is the main combination used for all the Fourier series equation. Now you can see the main equation of Fourier series in the interval of what? C to C plus 2 pi. That is what? This you need to remember. This is what? Euler's formula that you have to taken as, okay, there is no proof for that, that you need to remember. That is what? 1 by 2 A0 plus. So this is our constant. Fourier series is a combination of what? One constant and trigonometry function. So these two are what? Trigo function. Okay. Now after that 1 by 2 A0 plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity an cos nx. Right? I told you it is one cos and one sine. Now there are so many periods are there, right? So at n equal to 1, we are having some value of this an cos nx, and n equal to 2 also we are having. So that is not defined right now, right? So we'll take what? We'll do the summation of all cos trigo. N equal to 1 to infinity an. So suppose n equal to 1, so will what? A1 cos x. Suppose n equal to 2, so that is a2 cos 2x up to what? Infinity. So we are going to do summation of that plus same thing, just instead of what? This constant. That means what? Instead of an, here it is bn, and instead of cos nx, here it's a sin nx. So this is our main formula, 1 by 2 a0 plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity an cos nx plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity bn sin nx. In some books, this you can take a common out also, right? That means it can be rewritten as a what? 1 by 2 A0 plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity, and then you can write both term, that is what, a n cos nx plus b n sin nx. This is also valid, right? Now a0, an and bn are called the coefficient of Fourier series. A0, right? I'll clear other things so it will be clear. A0, AN and BN is called a coefficient of Fourier series. That means we need to find out the value of what? A0, AN and BN. And simply we are putting into this series, or this equation, then you will be having your Fourier series equation, right? So it will be in period of what? Either 0 to, you will be having example of 0 to 2 pi or minus pi to pi. But first we will go through which? 0 to 2 pi. So we'll first derive, or first we'll see the equation of A0, AN and BN, right? So that is what you can see here. A0 equal to 1 upon pi integration c to c plus 2 pi fx dx. That means what? Your A0 is a constant and it will be depend upon what? Fx. That means it will be depend upon the periodic function. And what is the limit of integration? This is called what? Limit of the integration. C to c plus 2 pi. Fine. And it is 1 upon pi. See, we are not going for the derivation of this formula. You have to remember these three formulas, A0, AN and BN. And what is the definition of Fourier series, right? That you need to remember. So that is what A0 is this. That will directly depend upon what? A fx. Fine. Now AN. This AN equal to what? It will be depend upon the trigonometry function, which one? Cos. Okay. Here with AN there will be cos nx. So you need to remember in that one, with AN always it will goes what? Cos nx. Fx is also there. So what happened? An equal to 1 upon pi c to c plus 2 pi fx into cos nx dx. That means what? Whenever an example is given, you have to solve this one. Which coefficient? First step is you need to find out the Fourier coefficient A0, AN and BN using this equation. And in Bn, only the difference is what? Instead of cos nx, here it's a sin nx. So 1 upon pi integration c to c plus 2 pi fx sin nx dx, right? So that is the main thing which you are supposed to remember. One is a Fourier series equation, and what is the coefficient A0, AN and BN. Is there any doubt? What is Fourier series? What is the equation for Fourier series? Which are the coefficient of Fourier series? Fourier series is applied only when there is a periodic function is there. Okay, these are the basic concept. Is there any doubt? Yeah. Okay, so that is the main thing. If you are having any doubt, you can write down in a chat box. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll check the chat box and I'll try to reply in this lecture only, right? Okay. So before going to solve any example, some basic formula that maybe you are knowing, right? Because last lecture, many students have given the correct answer. That is what? This formula. E raised to ax cos bx. Suppose this type of integration is that e raised to ax cos bx. So direct formula you are supposed to imply. That means you are not take which one is a u and which one is a v, right? Because one student just asked what happen if we are going to take this cos x as a u, right? It's never going to be 0. So for that you have to take this formula. When there is a concept of this type of u and v's, you will get that you will not find du by dx 0, right? So e raised to ax into cos bx, this is the basic formula. So answer of this is what? E raised to ax upon a square plus b square into cos, a cos bx plus b sin bx. Fine. I have given example in a last lecture what? E raised to x. I think this type of example I have given cos x or cos bx, right? So here you have to compare this with this. So your a will be 1 and b is b, right? So here you are supposed to write what? E raised to ax. So in our equation a equal to 1. So directly you can write what? E raised to x upon a square plus b square. So a square is 1. So 1 square plus b square. That means just you have to replace a and b, nothing else, right? So these two equations are most important for Fourier series. Another value. Now in trigo basic concept, we have seen the value, right? Which value? What is cos pi? What is cos n pi by 2? Sin n pi and all that. So you know sin n pi or sin 2n pi, both are 0, right? Because pi, that means it will make a what? 180-degree angle. And our sin x is in which? Y axis. So obviously it will be what? 0. Now cos n pi. Cos n pi, that means this n, if this n is odd, so you will get answer what? Minus 1 upon n. And if that your n is even, that means 2, 4, like that, so you are having what? 1. Okay. The main equation of cos n pi is what? Minus 1 raised to n. So if n is odd, so you have to write what? Minus 1 raised to n. Or if cos 2n pi, that means if it's even, so it is 1. Any doubt in this formula? There are so many formulas are there that you are supposed to be remember, but I am showing that formula only which require now, okay, for today's lecture. Okay, so just you need to remember that thing. Okay, fine. Okay, we'll move to the one example. Okay, so Fourier series, equation main, right? And then three coefficient and this equation. Just you need to remember that thing. Okay. So we'll move to the example. Just remember this example. Obtain the Fourier expansion. Then I'll write down all the thing. Okay. This expansion for which function fx equal to x. This is function. And in which interval 0 to 2 pi. Okay, this is periodic in which 0 to 2 pi and which function fx equal to x. Fine. Now this is the Fourier series equation. A0 by 2, right? This is sigma 1 to infinity an cos nx plus bn sin nx. Fine. Now these are the coefficients. Same with that we have seen. So what is A0? That is 1 upon pi 0 to, now I'll write that one, right? I'll try to write down in a notepad so you are having a clear idea for that. Okay. In a whiteboard I'll write. Okay. So first is what? Our function is what? Fx equal to x. And in which interval? 0 to 2 pi. Okay. So what is the thing here? First is what? We need to find three coefficient, right? A0, An and Bn. So first we'll find what? A0. So A0, that means what? 1 upon pi 0 raised to 2 pi fx dx. Simple. Fine. Now what happened here? 1 upon pi. Integration 0 to 2 pi as it is. Now fx. So fx means what? Here it is x. So I'll write directly x dx. So obviously this is the example of which one? Yeah. Okay, fine. Right? So x. What is the integration of x? Anyone student? Integration of x. Integration of x. x square by 2. Yes, so I'll write what? Now look at x square by 2. Now this is the limit 0 to 2 pi. So do a square bracket and write down what? 0 to 2 pi. Okay, 1 upon pi square bracket, the integration of x is x square by 2 and 0 to 2 pi. Now I assume that you know how to put a limit. So this is called a upper limit, this is lower limit. So how we'll do this? Instead of x, I'll write first what? Upper limit minus lower limit. So 2 pi square. So I'll write directly 4 pi square. If you are having any doubt, na, just write down in a chat box. Huh? Is there any doubt in this upper limit? I have write 4 pi square by 2. Instead of x, just I have put what? 2 pi. Now minus. Instead of x, 0. So obviously it is 0. Now solve this equation. So that is what? 1 upon pi. This 1 pi is supposed to be cancelled out. And that 2 and 4. So 1, 2 is supposed to be cancelled out. So my answer of A0 is what? 2 pi. Doubt? Just you know the concept of integration to solve the Fourier series same, right? Simple one. That's why we have taken an. Now what is the equation for an? That is 1 upon pi, yes, 0 to 2 pi fx with an. Always it will goes what? Cos nx dx. Fine. Now just quickly solve that. Instead of fx, we'll write what? 0 to 2 pi fx instead of that x cos nx. Now here you have to apply which formula? X cos nx. So x cos nx. So just take it as a u and this would be what? V. Here only x. So only one term is supposed to be there, right? 1 upon pi. So this is u and v, right? So u is as it is. So I'll write a square bracket x. See, whenever you are applying general formula, na, general rule, just write down all the term in a separate bracket. That means first one is for the u and second one is for the v. Fine. Now cos nx. So integration, right? Integration of cos nx, that is nothing but a sin nx. And again nx, right? So you have to write n. Minus. Now u, first term is u. So here du by dx. So obviously derivation of x is 1. I am writing directly, okay? Now integration of what? The previous v. So you are not supposed to write integration here of this term, okay? You have to consider this term. That is our what? V1. And here what? V2. So V2 is the integration of V1. So sin x. What is the integration of that one? Minus cos nx. So I'll write what? Minus cos nx upon n square. Any doubt? And obviously the limit will be 0 to 2 pi. Any doubt? Okay. So 1 upon pi. Now apply the upper limit and lower limit. So first we'll apply the upper limit and I'll write down instead of x 2 pi sine, another term is what? Sine 2n pi, because instead of x I need to write, okay, n upon n minus plus, right? Cos 2n pi. If you are having any doubt, na, then only write down in a chat box now only. Don't write answer, okay? Because I am solving this. Okay, 0 to 2 pi. Now put a limit, upper limit and lower limit. So you will get what? Now anyone having answer for this directly? Okay, I'll do. 2n pi. So sine 2n pi is 0. Basic equation you need to remember, sine 2n pi, 2n pi is 0. So obviously the first term would be what? 0. Plus cos 2n pi, right? This is what we can say a even. Fine. So the answer is what? A 1 upon n square. Simple. So this is your first term, upper term. Now minus. Instead of that x, you have to write down what? Okay, here only we have written what? 2 and 5. Fine. So here it's not supposed to be there. Here I have applied limit only, right? Fine, fine. 2 pi is written minus 0. You have to write down here what? 0 term. So 0, that means here first term is 0 plus cos 2 0. That means cos 0 upon n square. This is only. I have applied the first what? Limit concept, right? So 0 upon 1 plus n square. Now minus. First term is 0. So 0 plus cos 0 is 1. So 1 upon n square. Fine. Now answer of this term will be what? 0 minus 0. Okay. And what happened? The here it will be minus, not plus. Yeah. So your answer would be what? 0. So value of an is what? 0. Value of a0 is what? Pi. Okay. Now value of, okay, just for a 5 minutes, right? We'll solve this example and then we'll end the meeting. Right. Now next thing is what? Bn. Anyone have calculated Bn? We are not considering that constant, right, in integration, right? Bn. 1 upon pi integration 0 to 2 pi fx sine nx dx, right? So obviously 1 upon pi, I'll write directly. Fx is x, so 0 to 2 pi x sine nx dx. Fine. Now 1 upon pi, again the integration, so x as it is, sine nx, so it will be minus cos nx, fine, upon n minus x, that is 1. Now again the integration of this, so it would be minus sine x, nx, sorry, upon n square, and directly limit 0 to 2 pi. Okay, any doubt? Just solve this equation, right? Just put a limit, first upper limit, then minus lower limit. Okay, so you will get answer what? Here you will get a answer minus 2 by n. Just you do yourself how to find out this. Okay, and if any doubt na, we'll solve in the next lecture. That just put upper limit minus lower limit in this one. Fine, minus 2 by n. Okay, so we are having, you can see, we will be having our a0 is what? Yeah, minus 2 by n. Okay, one student is getting, right? So you will be having what? We can say a0, 2 pi, an 0, and b0 minus 2 upon n. So Fourier series. Now equation of Fourier series is what? The equation of Fourier series fx equal to what? A0. So instead of A0, sorry, A0 by 2. So we can write what? 2 pi by 2 because our A0 is 2 pi plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity. An cos nx. So our An is what? An is what? Cos nx. Sorry. Our An is what? 0. So no need to write down that term because 0 it multiply with anything, that will be 0. So directly we'll write another term, that is what? Bn sin nx. So Bn is what? Minus 2 upon n and sin nx as it is. Fine. Now you can rewrite it what? Pi minus 2. pi by 2 minus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity. You can see a 2 by 2 is also constant, so we can write down here, and sin nx by n. So this is your Fourier series. Doubt? You need to find out A0, AN and BN, 3 coefficient. Then just you need to put that value into your Fourier series main equation. Fine? Is there any doubt? I'll just check once a chat box. Yeah, only pi will. Sorry, that 2 will be cancelled out. Yes. Sorry, that screen has gone. Just a minute. Yeah, here only pi, right? Not only that. Fine. Only pi, right? Pi minus this. Okay, fine. Now the another thing is what? This you have to take. Okay, fine. Pi minus, okay, 2 will be cancelled out. So this is the thing, A0, AN, BN, fine, and that formula for Fourier series, fine. So if you are having any doubt, you just go through the video once, and still if you are having, we'll discuss it in a next lecture, right? We'll try to solve your doubts in a next lecture, fine. So we are ending this meeting, okay, fine. Assignment, you will get assignment after 2 o'clock, 2 or 2:30, right? And if you will get assignment today, don't write today. Tomorrow's lecture. In tomorrow lecture, we will discuss how to write the assignment. Then only you are supposed to start writing the assignment. By today only, by today evening, you will get your assignment 1. Okay? Fine? Okay. So we are ending this. Thank you.